So a quick one. Let me just quickly share a tip. Um, okay, so let's look at what they call hoisting in JS, basically. So from what we've learned in class, we basically do, if I do say constant name is equals to what, say Ola, and I do a console.log. I want to make the video very short, basically. So I said this. So what if I do something like this? That means I try to access the variable before declaration. We already know that here it's going to throw an error, basically, right? Okay, that makes sense. But basically, most importantly, let me go into function call my name, do this, and then do something like return Ola is my name, and then do this, and then we can do a console.log, call the function as it was declared. So basically, we've learned that basically this is a function declaration, right, in JavaScript. So we just declare the function, and then we can do something like this. You can access it. See the beautiful part about JavaScript. So I can take out this guy and put it up here. I can still access it because this is a function declaration. What JavaScript compiler does, basically, like we've learned in class, how the compiler behaves. The compiler is going to scan the code from top to bottom, right? That's what it does. It looks at it from top and look at any function declaration it sees. It tries as much as well to put them in a stack, like we learn in those behavior of the compiler. It puts it in the stack such that when it sees this, it now executes in the stack. But this behavior is also supported by what they call hoisting in JavaScript. In JavaScript, hoisting is basically all these function, all these declaration are brought on top. So the JavaScript compiler is not seeing the code like this. It's basically seeing it something like this. This is how it's seeing it. Exactly, this is how he's seeing it because of what they call hoisting. So hoisting is like is it a technique or an approach that the compiler uses just to push all function declaration above in the code base, so that whatever is going to happen is seen in at the top, just like I explained the last time, that is kept in the stack, basically. So that guy works excellently no matter where you put it, because all of these functions are hoisted above in the code base. So you can call your declaration, you can call your print value anywhere you choose to. JavaScript will still see it because the function are hoisted. Right? Makes sense. But this is where I'm even going. So the other part is, let's assume I comment this guy, and then I do a constant, I do a function expression in this case. So constant my name, call my name is equals to this, which is this, right? Constant call my name. So like just like having like an arrow function. This is like a function expression, basically. So now in this case, when I bring my console.log back here, right, it behaves normal like every other function should behave, right? So fine. But when I take this guy up back to see if it's going to be hoisted, I see a JavaScript error, invalid, because so this is similar to what I tried to do earlier on. I tried to create a variable and try to access the variable, because this is not a function declaration. Actually, it's a function expression, because the JavaScript compiler is not seeing it it's seeing it as a variable, but yet the variable is holding a function, what, a function. So that means this function needs to be executed and then kept in this variable. It's different from the way it sees it as a declaration like this, that in the stack call, this is placed in the stack call like this is how it is. But this is placed like a variable is created, and then inside that variable you have a callback stuff inside that needs to be executed when the variable is triggered. So in this case, JavaScript does not understand, does not apply the hoisting effect on all of these variable function expression, but it does on what, on variable declaration. Does that make sense? So enjoy my little tip for tonight. So I might share some more advanced stuff later. Anyway, so okay, let me add one more to you. Let me quickly add one more. Things that make you a better engineer. So this is one. Understand this concept. When they say explain hoisting, you can basically do this. So when we're learning our backend development, we